Is at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the New York Giants. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. A second down throw for Love. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Called out a very strong gain of 24. Yard line.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get it.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Love now on second down. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Chase Young, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Interested to see what they dial up here. Third and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Hey, check white 33. Check white 33. Hey, let's get
out of the shotgun, it's Love. And the pressure gets to him again. Chase Young in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Jackson on first down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And it's third down.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson rolling to his right. It's caught inside the 25.
I'm the best in the game. I'm the best in the game.
Touchdown, Washington.
Jackson's pass.
Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead.
For the point after.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. Mike, check that.
To throw now. Here's Love. Escaping the pressure right. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. You don't know no better. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Go red. I got motion.
On second down, here's Barkley. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
On the carry.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Love from the gun. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. John Ross, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. taken at about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 4.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
3rd down.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, Mostert. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Got an open man, finds Gibson. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington has once again taken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st and 10, Love looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was looking for John Ross that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again. Love letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former Giant Landon Collins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
20-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Ball carrier.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And it's complete. Henry. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Back to the running game with Mostert. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
For the field goal, a 43-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Good running from Barkley there on 1st down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. 47's the mark, boy. 47.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Finds his tight end Ingram. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
To Evan Ingram.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged...
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly...
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
28-yard line.
Going back to Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
3 more yards.
23 yards, the final tally.
Giants, first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So here comes the kickoff. And what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And that'll
carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. 2nd down and 3. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A lane there to run is Mostert able to get about 7 there on 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Mostert. Oh, he shifts past him. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that